Fallout 4, and today my wife Jennifer and I celebrate our 2-year wedding anniversary. And nothing really tells you in a relationship, especially after 7 years of being together and 2 years of being married, that the flame is still alive, like your wife trying to trick you into looking at a dick pic she saw on TV. I'm just saying that not everybody has to live up to that standard, but if you haven't quite reached that level of togetherness, then you need to look at what you might be doing wrong in your relationship. So today, I wanted to talk about Call of Duty World War II and the new Battlefield 1 update for the DLC they came out with recently, which was No One Shall Pass or something. No man, I don't really care. It doesn't really matter. Part of that DLC is an update that includes the ability to share your DLC maps with your friends, so long as one of your friends has that DLC on their system. So if you're with a group of friends, you can play together on those DLC maps. And with Call of Duty World War II being subtly announced in a leak, not really so much announced through Activision, it seems like there's really a very small and ever declining group of people that are even remotely excited about that. To me, I really couldn't tell you what would even be exciting about Call of Duty World War II. And that's not that going back to World War II isn't an exciting endeavor, or that's not what people wanted. After all this time, I think a lot of people who play Call of Duty regularly have been wanting something a little more interesting and something a little bit more grassroots, like the series used to be. And to me, and this is just a personal opinion, this isn't shared by everybody, I know that, but to me, going back to World War II isn't all that exciting. What about it creates any form of incentive for me to go back and play Call of Duty at all? I mean, I've been playing Call of Duty since COD 4, and that was probably around 2007, 2008, and I stopped playing it around Black Ops 3, which was a very lackluster, very far in the future game that I was actually shocked to see that anybody was even excited about that game as well. I felt like the decline of Call of Duty started around Black Ops 2, and the excitement had ended after Modern Warfare 3. After Modern Warfare 3, that was kind of where they shot straight into the future and decided that this was a good idea. Let's come up with a bunch of ideas that haven't even happened yet, and a series that I used to think prided itself on using realistic ideas has decided to venture out and go into the future and create weapons that don't even exist in a scenario that has not even happened yet. But who am I to say what game devs do with their games and how they generate excitement? It seems like annually Call of Duty is one of the top selling games, and there's nothing we can do to stop it. Not that there should be any reason to. If you like playing Call of Duty, then by all means play Call of Duty. But just know that you're investing $60 into a game that's only going to be exciting for roughly 4 to 5 months. After about March or April, after its release in November of every year within its yearly cycle, it loses all of its excitement, because by then you've already heard through E3 that there's a new game coming out. So, I don't know. If you're excited about World War II Call of Duty, then I guess go out and buy it, but I really don't see any point in further pursuing Call of Duty, purchasing any new games. I don't see the point. You're going to end up playing the exact same game that it's always been. It's never going to change. Not that it should, I guess, because how would it be Call of Duty if it was anything other than Call of Duty? But I think that's what kind of makes it so much less exciting every year, is the fact that it is the same game. And maybe it's time to cancel the series and move on to something else. I mean, Titanfall is a great, I guess in my opinion, is a great spin-off of Call of Duty. It's not even remotely related, but the team that started, I guess, was part of Modern Warfare 2, had a lot of input and essentially created the game. And look what they've been able to do with that. Titanfall 2 was one of the best-selling and rated as one of the best games to come out this year. So, I don't know. It's up to you. Now, with the if you're excited about the Battlefield 1 Premium Friends update for the DLC, No One Shall Pass, or whatever the hell it's called, know that the biggest caveat with that new update is that you can only play if your friend has it, but you can't gain any XP for playing on any of the DLC maps. And you're not allowed to use any of the new DLC weapons or vehicles that you find on those DLC maps until you purchase the DLC yourself. So I guess it is kind of cool in the sense that I've heard that they essentially bank all of your XP so that it doesn't pop up until after you purchase the DLC. So if you play with your friends frequently and you just don't have the money yet, I mean, by all means, play with your friends on those DLC maps and be excited for the fact that if you really want to purchase the DLC, that all of your XP will then be credited over. So you're really not going to miss out too badly, but you still have to purchase that DLC. If you don't have the $50 to buy the premium, I believe that you can still purchase the DLC. I think it's going to be like $20 or something like that. I don't really know. It came out already, so it's up to you to look up. But that's just kind of my opinion. First-person shooters, if it's not an RPG like Fallout 4, I just don't really get that excited anymore. It's the same game every year, and Battlefield 1, by all accounts, in my opinion, is by far a better game. It's much more creative, much more elaborate, very immersive. They did a brilliant job with creating a game that genuinely makes you feel like you're experiencing, you know, not World War I in person, but a very good adaptation from war to game. It's very good. Battlefield 1 I was very impressed by. I mean, you can see already just from my YouTube channel, I really don't play it that much. I had a couple videos at the beginning when I first came back a couple weeks ago and started doing YouTube again, just because I didn't really have any ideas for content. And then I just decided to just start doing stories. So you guys let me know in the comments how you feel about the upcoming update for the DLC for Battlefield 1, and if you're even excited about World War II Call of Duty, and why. Alright guys, this is Ragdoll Z Above Average Gamer. Thank you so much for watching. I've gained 2 new subscribers in the past week, so I think, you know, I'm not going to celebrate every time, but I do want to mention it, that I do appreciate that that people are subscribing. There's 2 people that have decided that they want to watch my videos every week, so that means a lot. Thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, click that like button. If you like the channel, please subscribe, and I will see you guys on Saturday.